Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Lemon Citrus Tarot coming to you for the Pisces full moon. One thing to note, especially for this full moon, is that the Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So in many ways, it's the completion, the end of a cycle. And the full moon is also this as well. The full moon is completion. It is end of a cycle. Okay? So one thing we have to really note is that right now, the energies are it's double trouble. Okay? There are things that you need to complete, end of cycles that no longer serve you, that you need to let go of. And once you do this, and kind of set up this vision for the future, things will be much smoother. Okay, so this is just a little message for the Pisces full moon. Also, quick note, this is a tarot reading. It's just for fun, okay? It's just energy. If it doesn't resonate with you, that is okay, all right? This is for entertainment purposes only, so just know that you can look at another one if it doesn't resonate with you, or you can come back at a later time. So today, this reading is about the Pisces full moon, okay? And I asked Spirit what we need to know right now for the Pisces full moon, okay? So we have 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3. And what I want you to do is take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and whichever pile you are drawn to first, that is the pile that you should pick, okay? So let's start off with pile number 1, okay? Let's get that out of the way. Get your cup of coffee, pile number 1. How have you been? I'm sorry, that's just me. So, grab your cup of coffee. And it's definitely hump day today for all of us out here. So, let's look at, so actually you had the pile that had the least amount of cards, which I found interesting. So, oh, wow. Okay. So we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Hierophant, and we have the 6 of Cups. So this Pisces full moon, actually, there must have been some revelation of sort. And I'm saying this because with the Queen of Swords, of course, this is a feminine energy. But one thing you always have to note with the swords is that it's about communication. It's about clarity. It's sharp, it's precise. And so what you have to realize is that the Queen of Swords has kind of seen it all, okay? Knows it all, and unfortunately has suffered more than her share of sorrow. But she is fiercely devoted to those that she loves. She will nurture ideas and conversations with clarity, crystal clarity, and uses reliable facts. And to be quite honest, she might be a little harsh because she's very honest, okay? So maybe you're in this Queen of Swords energy right now, okay? Which might be that you're a little bit protective of yourself. You are seeking answers to essentially things that have been plaguing you. And you kind of have this almost, when people come up to you, you're like, oh, just don't waste my time, you know what I mean? So there's almost like this, you have this inner wisdom, but you might not be feeling very social at the moment, which is fine. Because right now, you might be shelling out some harsh truths to people, okay? And to yourself, which is always a bit, it's a bit, what's the word? People don't always like the truth. And so when it is said with clarity and sharpness, it might come across as bitchy or harsh, but really, you know what you're saying, okay? So you might be projecting this outward to people, or you might even be projecting it to yourself. There's probably some things that you need to shine a light upon and really look at the hard, true facts of those moments, right? So, and I would say that I'm feeling like this is your energy. You're very Queen of Swords right now. And you might want to actually go to a friend, because the Hierophant to me is kind of like this trusted advisor, okay? The Hierophant is just always offers spiritual guidance and practical advice. And so maybe you should go to someone, because whoever this is, whether it's a friend, a trusted advisor, this person's going to illuminate this link between your beliefs and your actual living, okay, in your day-to-day life, okay? Because in a way, the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant is really asking you to honestly assess how well your convictions are translating into words and actions, okay? And once again, he can be stubborn as well, but his counsel is like worth it, you know what I mean? Like, he will guide you toward inner harmony. So there is this, during this Pisces full moon, definitely go inward or talk to someone that you trust, because they will guide you towards this inner harmony. Because the Queen of Swords, not really known for her harmony, but there's something in you that really needs to be talked about. There's some realities that might no longer serve you, okay? And then, of course, I think once you really get clarity, it might be some harsh truths that you're going to be coming across. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not going to be the funnest truths, you know what I mean? But you might want to look towards someone trusted to really guide you towards this inner harmony. Because once you do, you're going to have this beautiful Six of Cups moment. So, and this is actually a very Pisces card too, because, it's joy revisited. Like, we have these two kids, they're sharing this moment of innocent love with each other as one gives a flower to the other. And so, like, the Six of Cups is like this memory of happiness from the past, okay? So whenever this card shows up in the reading, it's kind of like a gentle reminder that you need to approach life with innocence, because beauty can be created in an instant, and like making everything okay. So maybe what to bring you to this harmony, this inner harmony, because you're kind of not at this inner harmony right now. There's things that you need to address, and you need to go to someone and really, a trusted advisor, and really talk through, just really get honesty and clarity from someone. Because, and it might be like your next action step during this full moon is just kind of revisit like these warm memories, like kind of just take some time to do simple pleasures, right? So that's it, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful Pisces full moon. Oops, sorry. Because it is always, such an awesome time whenever the full moon happens. So hope you're doing your best. Hit a like, a subscribe, comment down below your thoughts, and I will see you soon, okay? So pile number 2, hi, how are you? Wow, So you actually had one of the, you actually had a lot of cards. I was shocked. I was like, what is going on? You have so many cards. Okay. Beautiful cards. Wow. So this Pisces full moon. First of all, you have the King of Cups. So there is this connection to your emotions. I mean, you might be really, well, first of all, you have the Pisces full moon. You're going to be a water sign probably, because you have the King of Cups and you're really embodying this mature emotional state, okay? Which might not have been how you are all the time, if that makes sense. Like, you've really established yourself, you know, because the King of Cups to me is like this passionate leader who kind of like turns the impossible into the probable, okay? He inspires others, you know, and like whatever the goal is, like whether it's like spiritual or physical, he commits and he pushes forward in what he believes in, okay? And he's like King of Cups, he's kind of one of those people that's like, you know, even if I achieve whatever I'm trying to achieve and aspire to do, it's not about that, you know? It's about the actions. It's about the adventure itself. So you might want to kind of think about that. Like, think about like the actions that you take. Like, maybe you didn't get that goal, or maybe you didn't, you know, maybe something didn't work out for you, but it's the adventure of life, you know, and the King of Cups really comes to you because he inspires possibility, okay? Like, he is, you know, life is an adventure, and it's meant for you to expand and just be inspired and look at your passions. And so the King of Cups is here, especially during this Pisces full moon, to be like, I want to inspire you to do the possible, you know? And it's not like, stop thinking about it as like, I want, you know, say it's, you know, whatever it is, you have this goal in mind. It's not about the goal. It's about the adventure. It's about the action steps that you take. Okay. And I love this because we have the King of Cups who's inspiring possibilities, right? And then you have the Chariot. So you have these forces, you know, like these harnessing forces, you know, and this is like, you're going to be propelled, and you're going to conquer anything that's difficult, because like, you might be battling some things. I mean, you have the light and the dark, you have the white, you have the day, you have the night. Like, the Chariot is harnessing all of this, right? And he's able to conquer any difficulties, you know? He's able to navigate any ruts of, he's just able to navigate things because he is concentrated, okay? And he is confident that whatever, like, he is going to triumph over all obstacles, okay? So what you need, this Pisces full moon is actually trying to tell you to renew your motivation, okay? Like, life is a journey, okay? It's a voyage. And you need to look, this is really going to be like, you have to have steady resolve that you're able to triumph, okay? Because you can. You have the world in your hands. I mean, this is actually one of the most beautiful readings, pile number 2. Wow. I mean, you have the King of Cups. He's like, I'm inspiring you to do the possible, right? The Chariot's like, you can triumph over anything because you have the world, okay? And this is so interesting because the world to me also is like a cycle is completed, right? Like, this is a completion of a journey. You're going to have like this wholeness, this success, you know, you're going to observe, you know, this mastery, like this shift and this peace of mind, right? Because the world, like, essentially these cards are like, life is a journey, right? And the world is like, this is kind of like the completion of the journey. So like, whatever it is that's on your mind, you will complete it, right? And like, you will be whole and complete and like drunk, like like drunk in love, with yourself, because you're going to be deeply in this divine spirit that's going to cast like this glow about you. Okay. And then you have the Four of Wands. I mean, oh, look at, they're like on this beach, like love and life. I mean, I really want that. It's September 2nd, right? So we're just we're like, no, we don't want fall. We want summer. Or at least I'm like that. Actually, I love fall. I'm kidding. I love fall. But like Four of Wands is really telling us like, this is joy. This is celebration, right? Like there's been a phase, there's been a rite of passage, and you've completed it. Okay, you've completed it. So celebrate, okay? Because with your focused, you've like achieved a milestone, okay? And like just have a breath between the stages, right? Because like from now on, like in this moment, you really have to take time to enjoy your efforts and celebrate what you have done. Okay? So wow, this is a beautiful spread, pile number 2. I mean, wow, this Pisces moon, a spirit is guiding you towards inspiration, towards completion, towards the world, towards expansion and celebration. And maybe say for instance that's not the case. Say you're not feeling this. Spirit is trying to tell you, look at the things that inspire you, that make you feel expanded in this moment, because these themes are needed. All right. Pile number 2, it was a pleasure. I mean, this was such a great reading. I'm so glad you came. Hit a like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts about the Pisces full moon, how you're feeling, okay? So pile number 3. How are we today? Okay, interesting. Okay, you also, oh my God, you actually had the most cards. This is so interesting. Pile number 1, I had 3. Pile number 2, I had 4. And now I have 5. Interesting. You guys are piling it up today. Okay. Pile number 3. This is a very interesting pile, to say the least. Okay, no, not that interesting, actually. Well, yes, in a way. There's things that you need to release. You might have been feeling tired, actually. And, like, it's okay, because I think, with everything going on, being tired is definitely, I mean, now we're also going into fall, so there's this feeling of nostalgia and everything like that. So let's start, of course, with the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is almost like tainted, right? It's like you might have actually had a victory, right? But this victory is kind of polluted because your personal integrity was compromised, okay? So in a way, nobody actually won. And whenever I see the 5 of Swords, I always think to myself, this is a time to look at the whole picture, okay? You need to broaden your vision, and you have to honor your principles, okay? Because that's going to pay off in the long run. Don't look at the short term, right? And whenever there is this, this feeling of, so you might have had some sort of like victory or profit, but in a way it felt tainted, right? And you also have this 4 of Swords too over here. And you need to take time. You need to meditate, okay? Because you've just gotten over like something difficult, okay? And you need to like reconnect with yourself. And Temperance is also telling you to kind of like balance out, to take time out. Temperance is also a very big meditation card. So you need to meditate. You need to reconnect to yourself. You need to quiet your mind. You need to just dive in deep, because I think you've lost this inner knowing, this inner voice, right? I'm not saying that like meditating will make your problem go away, but when you get into the space of stillness, you will be brought to fresh perspectives, right? And you will be able, from this balanced mindset, you will be able to invite new ideas, okay? And that is literally what's going to happen. You have the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Ace of Swords. Let's put this over here. Okay. So once you get into this balanced, meditative state, fresh perspective, and then I'm not saying your problems are going to go away. They might, but you are going to have clarity, like sharp clarity, and you're going to feel energized. You're going to feel like there's opportunities, because right now you might have been given an opportunity and it just didn't add up. Okay, so take this time to reconnect to your inner knowing, because it's going to bring fresh ideas, fresh opportunities, fresh communication, fresh insights and perspectives. And essentially this full moon, you're going to really have to kind of cut through some bullshit and get to the thing that really is you, okay? Because you're kind of not there right now, which is okay. I mean, it's, that's totally fine, but you just need to get into this balanced state of mind, this Temperance, okay? So that's it for pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed. Hit a like, a subscribe, comment down below, and tell me your thoughts about this Pisces full moon, okay? So I hope you guys had a great reading, and I will see you soon. Bye.